Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. I am Dan, and I am so happy to be here with you today. This is the place where we help you improve your English and your life, step by step. Today, we have a very important topic. It is something that affects every person in the world.
Hi, Dan. Hello, everyone. I am so glad to be here again. What are we talking about today? Is it about grammar?
No, Anna, today we are not looking at boring grammar books. We are talking about time. More specifically, our topic is don't waste your time. This is not just a lesson in English, it is a lesson for life.
Oh, that sounds serious, but very important. Time is one of the most valuable things we have. You can lose money and earn it back later, but when you lose time, you can never get it back.
That is so true, Anna. Time is like a gift. Every day we receive 86,400 seconds, but we cannot save those seconds in a bank. We must spend them. If we waste them, they are gone forever.
I like to think of time like water in a bottle. You only have a certain amount. If you pour it on the floor, you cannot drink it later. That is what wasting time is like, just pouring your life on the floor.
That is a great picture, but many people feel they don't have enough time. They say, I am too busy to learn English. However, research shows that most people have about 38 hours of free time every week.
38 hours? That's a lot of time. What do people do with all those hours?
Well, the research says people spend over 8 hours a week just on their phones. They check social media, play games, and watch TV. They think they are relaxing, but often they feel empty after.
I know that feeling. I pick up my phone to check one message, and suddenly 40 minutes have disappeared. It's like a time thief stole my afternoon.
Exactly. A time thief is something that takes your time but gives you nothing good back. But we want to help our listeners use their time smartly. So, Anna, what is our first tip for using time well?
My first tip is make a tiny plan. You don't need a big, scary plan. A tiny plan is better.
A tiny plan. Tell me more.
Think of a plan like a GPS in your car. If you don't put an address in the GPS, you just drive in circles. You waste petrol and you waste time. A tiny plan is like putting one simple address into your day. For example, don't say, today I will learn 100 words. That's impossible. Say, today I will learn 3 new words.
I love that. Just 3 words. It feels light and easy. When you have a small goal, you don't waste time thinking, what should I study today? You just do it.
Exactly. I once tried to study for 1 hour every day, but it was too big. I got tired and I stopped. Then I changed to 10 minutes a day. I could keep that promise to myself, and I felt proud every time I finished.
Small steps are very powerful. They build good habits, and good habits build a better life. My next tip is about pocket time.
Pocket time? Is that like keeping time in your pocket?
Almost. Think of time like coins. You have big coins like 1-hour blocks, but you also have many small time coins. These are the 5 or 10 minutes you have while waiting for the bus, standing in a line at the supermarket, or waiting for a friend.
Oh, I see. Many people throw those small coins in the trash by just scrolling on their phones.
Yes, but those small moments add up. Add up means many small things become one big thing. 5 minutes today plus 5 minutes tomorrow becomes a lot of learning over a month.
So while I wait for my coffee, I can review my 3 new words, or I can listen to an English podcast while I wash the dishes.
Exactly. My neighbor, Mrs. Kelly, does this. She listens to English stories while she cleans her windows or works in her garden. It makes the work feel less boring, and she uses the time effectively.
That's so clever. You don't need a lot of time. You just need to use the small minutes better. Now, here's tip number 3. Make it fun.
I agree. If learning is not fun, it feels like work. And when it feels like work, you waste time trying to start because your brain says, no thanks.
Right. We should turn learning into a game. I love movies, so I watch movies in English. At first, I use subtitles in my language, then English subtitles, and one day, no subtitles at all.
That's a great way to hear real people talking. For me, I love music. I listen to English songs and try to read the lyrics, the words of the song. And I sing. I sing in my car or in my house.
You sing, Dan?
I do. Singing helps with pronunciation. It helps your mouth make the right English sounds. It's fun, so I don't feel like I'm wasting time.
That's wonderful. If you enjoy it, you will do it. You won't see it as a waste of time. You'll see it as a happy time.
Now we must talk about the comfort zone.
The comfort zone. That's the place where we feel safe and everything is easy, right?
Yes, but the comfort zone is also a trap. It stops you from growing. If you only do things that are easy, you stay in the same place forever.
I see. To speak better English, I must be willing to feel a little uncomfortable. I might make mistakes, but that's okay. Mistakes are our teachers. They show us how to improve.
Exactly. Don't wait until you are perfect to speak. If you want to learn to ride a bicycle, you don't wait until you are an expert at balancing. You get on the bike, you fall a few times, and then you learn.
That is a perfect analogy. We must be brave and pick ourselves. We don't need a green light from the world. We are the green light.
That is powerful, Anna. Another thing that wastes our time is overthinking. We spend so much time thinking about what could go wrong that we never start.
Yes, we imagine the failure before we even try. We should stop thinking so much and start doing. Confidence comes from action, not from just thinking.
And we must be careful not to tell ourselves the biggest lie. I'll do it later.
Ooh, I say that a lot. I'll study tomorrow or I'll exercise next week. But later often becomes never.
The truth is, there is no perfect time to start. You make the time perfect by taking action. If something matters to you, do it now.
I agree. And we should stop comparing ourselves to others.
Yes, comparison is a joy thief. We see someone on social media who speaks perfect English or has a perfect life, and we feel small.
But we are only seeing their highlight reel, their best moments. We don't see their struggles or their failures. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday.
Beautifully said. If you learned one new word today, you are better than you were yesterday. That is a win. Now, Anna, does don't waste your time mean we must work every second of the day?
No, definitely not. This is a very important point. Resting is not wasting time.
I am so glad you said that. Think of your body and mind like a phone battery. If you use your phone all day and never charge it, it dies.
Yes, our brains need rest to process information and recharge. Taking a walk, sleeping well, or just sitting quietly for 10 minutes is not wasting time. It is taking care of yourself.
Exactly. A good life is about balance. A little bit of study, a little bit of work, a little bit of fun, and a little bit of rest. That is the secret to a happy day.
Balance is such a peaceful word. It means a good mix of everything.
Now, Anna, these tips are great for everyone, but let's talk about youth. Being young is a special season of life.
Yes, youth is like spring flowers. They don't bloom forever. When we are young, we have extra energy and courage.
But we should not waste that energy. Wasting time becomes more costly as we grow older because our energy changes.
That is true. I remember I could stay up all night and feel fine the next day. Now, if I stay up late, I feel like a zombie.
Me too. So we should use our energy while we have it to build a good foundation, like learning a language or building strong habits.
It's about investing your time instead of just spending it.
What's the difference between spending and investing?
Spending means the time is gone and you have nothing to show for it. Investing means you use your time now so it can grow into something better in the future, like a skill, a memory, or joy.
I love that. When you listen to this podcast, you are not wasting time. You are investing it in your future.
We should also mention being intentional.
Intentional is a great word for beginners to learn. It means doing something on purpose with a reason.
Yes, don't let your day just happen to you by accident. Decide what you want to do. If you want to call your mom, do it today. If you want to start a dream, start it now.
Urgency and joy. Urgency reminds us that life is short, and joy reminds us that every moment is a gift.
We have some stories of people who did this, right?
Yes, like Ali. He was 20 years old and he spent all his time on social media and games. He kept saying tomorrow, but one day he decided to stop. He started with just 10 minutes of English a day. Now he speaks with confidence.
And Maria, the busy mother, she didn't find new time. She used her pocket time while cooking and cleaning. In 6 months, she improved her listening a lot.
And Daniel, who replaced 30 minutes of scrolling with 30 minutes of reading English stories, he feels so proud now.
These stories show that anyone can change. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to start.
That is a perfect place to stop. But before we go, let's do a quick word tour of the important words we used today.
Great idea. Here are our key words. 1. Waste time. To use time for things that aren't important or helpful. 2. Tiny plan. A small, easy goal, like learning 3 words a day. 3. Pocket time. The small pieces of time during the day, like 5 or 10 minutes. 4. Time thief. Something that steals your time, like mindless scrolling. 5. Intentional. Doing something on purpose, not by accident. 6. Prioritize. To decide what is most important and do that first. 7. Procrastinate. To delay something you should do now. 8. Balance. A good mix of work, study, fun, and rest.
Thank you, Anna. Those are very useful words for our listeners to practice.
Now we have a question for you, our amazing listeners. What is one thing that wastes your time, and what is one small change you'll make today?
Please leave a comment below and tell us. We love to hear from you, and your ideas can help others in our community.
And if you like this conversation, please click the like button. It helps us reach more English learners like you.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this episode with a friend or family member who is learning English.
Yes, every like and share helps us grow.
Remember, your future is built with the minutes you use today. Make them count. You didn't waste this time, you invested it in yourself.
We are very proud of you. Until next time, use your time well and be kind to yourself.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Take care.